Hello students, this video lecture is for class 8th, lesson 1st, part 5th. And in the last video we have done till better storage. So we will be now continuing from dairy farming. So let's move. Dairy farming is one of the most important sector of agriculture that has a major impact on public health, environment and economy. In India, dairy farming began in a planned way by the establishment of the National Dairy Development Board at Anand, Gujarat. In 1965, the board launched a project called Operation Flood in 1970 to build a viable and self-sustaining national dairy industry on cooperative model. The Indian dairy industry has achieved exceptional growth in the last 50 years, making the country one of the largest milk producers in the world. Consequently, the import of milk solids, milk powder, butter, oil, etc. has already ceased. The situation today is just the opposite, with India exporting thousands of tons of milk powder to its neighboring countries. So, this paragraph gives us the brief history of the dairy farming and its development in our country. Since the establishment of National Dairy Development Board at Anand and Gujarat in 1965, this board launched Operation Flood in 1970 to make dairy industry or national dairy industry self-sustaining on cooperative model. And result of this we can see today that India exports thousands of tons of milk powder to the other countries. Now let's see how dairy farming is done. Milk producing animals, or we can call them milk animals. Milk animals are reared for milk production. They are the backbone of dairy industry. Cows, buffaloes, goats and camels are some milk animals in India. Buffalo's milk contains more fat than the cow's milk. Buffaloes are the main source of milk in our country. As cows and buffaloes aren't easily bred in desert, so people there consume camel's milk. So milk animals are reared for milk production, and they are the backbone of dairy industry. Few animals which we can call milk animals are cows, buffaloes, goats, camels, etc. Buffalo's milk contains more fats than cow's milk, and buffalo are the main source of milk in our country. As cow and buffaloes cannot breed in the desert area, so people they consume camel's milk. Cow. There are three breeds of dairy cows. First, Indian or indigenous breed, which is Red Sindhi, Sahiwal and Gir. Second, exotic foreign breed, Jersey, Holstein, Friesian and Brown Swiss. Friesian cows give the most milk, but it is low in butter fat. Jersey cows give richer milk. Third, improved crossbreeds cows, Curran Swiss, Curran Fries and Frieswald. The milk yield of crossbreed cow is 2 or 3 times more than indigenous cows. Buffaloes. Indian buffaloes are an important source of milk supply in the present time and yield nearly 3 times as much milk as cows. There are about 10 breeds of buffaloes in India, out of which Murrah, Mehsana and Sufi are popular breeds. So in this paragraph, we are told that in India, buffaloes are the main source of milk supply in present time, and they give nearly 3 times milk than as cows. And there are about 10 breeds of buffaloes in India, out of which Murrah, Mehsana and Surti are popular breeds. Next, feeding of dairy animals. Besides removal of unproductive animals, milch animals require proper feeding. The feed of these animals include grasses, dry fodder, legumes like clover, alpha, etc. The feed is mainly of two kinds. First, roughage, mainly green fodder. Second, concentrate, that is cereals and millets. Oil cakes made from mustard and cotton seeds are also added to improve the quality of the feed. So milch animals require proper food, which includes grasses, dry fodder, legumes like clover and alpha. The feed is normally mainly of two types. First is roughage and concentrate, and sometimes also oil cakes made from mustard seeds and cotton seeds is given. Now let's see some of the diseases which can cause problem to the milch animals. Cows and buffaloes suffer from various diseases. These diseases can be broadly classified into two main categories: parasitic disease and infectious disease. So cows and buffaloes normally get two types of diseases. First is parasitic disease and infectious disease. Now let's see about parasitic disease. The external parasites such as fleas, ticks and mites live on the skin of cows and buffaloes and mainly cause skin diseases. Buffaloes leech sucks the blood of buffalo and cause anemia. Some internal parasites such as worms affect the stomach and intestine of buffaloes and cows. So parasitic disease involves such parasites which depends on cows and buffaloes for their nutrition. Some of the examples are leech, fleas, flies, ticks, mites, etc. And these are the examples of external parasites, but few parasites also live inside of the animal, such as worms, which affect the stomach and intestine of buffaloes and cows. Now let's see infectious diseases. These diseases are mainly caused by microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses. These are communicable diseases and spread by contact from animal to animal. These diseases include foot and mouth disease, pox or vaccinia, blue tongue, and rinderpest. Some bacterial diseases are anthrax, black quarter, and mastitis. So the diseases which can move from one animal to animal through contact is known as infectious disease, and these are normally caused by microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses. And few of the diseases are foot and mouth disease, pox, vaccinia, blue tongue, rinderpest. These are some of the viruses disease, and some bacterial diseases are anthrax, black quarter, and mastitis. Now, how can we recognize if some animal is sick or not? So let's see the symptoms of sick animals. In case of foot and mouth diseases, blisters appear on the feet and in the mouth of the animal. Animals show high temperature with occasional shivering. Sick animals like humans become lazy and inactive due to weakness. They usually stop talking, taking food and water, their eyes begin watering and excessive secretion of saliva takes place. So here are given some symptoms of sick animals such as foot and mouth diseases, where blisters appear on the feet and in the mouth of the animal. Animals show high temperature with occasional shivering. And also they stop taking food and water, and their eyes begin watering and excessive saliva or secretion of saliva takes place. So this was your part 5 of lesson first. In the next video we will be seeing poultry. So thank you.